And now one of the new arrivals, Fujino and Hasegawa. Brighton cross. Manchester City drawn in a group with St Pölten of Austria, Hammarby, the Swedish club, and of the City group. So already on good terms with Gareth Taylor in that regard. The overlap. And Bruno Villamala's interested here. Laia Alexandri. Here she is again. Hasegawa. Fujino to Park. Awkward. Karabali with a clearance straight to Lauren Hemp. You don't want to do that. Change in the goalkeeping department as well for Manchester City with Ellie Robot, Bruna and Losada, and then Torres Dottir wasn't given the best pass to control there. Yui Hasegawa typically was onto it straight away. Spinning away from Torres Dottir, Manchester. Worth making. Fujino delivers in towards Shaw and Greenwood. Out here to Brighton, the only time they were shut out, in fact, incredibly. It with Chloe Kelly for a while, flipping sides with Mary Fowler for a while, and now it's Fujino. And she's onside. How's the cross? Oh, it's good. It's dangerous. Hemp on target for Sophie Baggerly. A pretty quiet day one against Everton. I don't think... And here's Poppy Pattinson. Looking for Seike, nearly finding her. Fran Kirby picks up the bits, and look at the yellow shirts that are forward here. Kirby. Shaw's there to pinch it, and suddenly it's 3 on 4. Hemp behind Miedemar. Or rather just a little in front of her. As I mentioned earlier, pretty similar across the back to last season, but in front of that, Pinto went to Atletico. Katie Robinson, such a big player, went to Villa. Kullberg to Juve. Elizabeth Turland, who had quality coming in Bruna and Frank Kirby. Ollie Slagers, Nikita Paris. Already yellow card, slightly cynical, because she was beaten there. Heavy touch costs. Shaw. Hemp again. So tight, but she still picked the pass out. Bunny Shaw! Never needs a second invitation to shoot. Last season's Golden Boot winner in the WA. That move had the excellence of Lauren. Hemp goes early with the cross. Shaw again. 2 chances. And they're starting to threaten more things. Just a glancing blow from both. Something more solid would have given Sophie Baggerly more problems. They did score for a large part of last season at a decent rate, Brighton. They just dried up at the end of the season, and it was their home form that was shocking. And Bremer away from Hasegawa. Can she find a teammate? Frank Kirby had turned up waiting for it and would have had a... It's a good job for Manchester City that Alex Greenwood was there. Frank Kirby wasn't missing that. Listen was there to see it. And it will be Losada aiming for the far post. Shaw with the header, without much for the keepers to do. There might be a thought that they'll score more than enough for it not to matter this term. Kadabali with the ball in, that's a handball. Giving it her all to get to it with the diving header, Paulina Bremer. Nicely played by Fujino and Park. Poppy Pattinson with the foul. Someone somewhere, I think possibly on the Brighton bench, taking exception to it. Wasn't Lauren Hemp hatching a plan there. Greenwood delivers to the far post. No one's there in a pale blue shirt. Nicely worked. Shaw knew she wanted to work. Even finish that sentence with the likes of Shaw around, but as of yet, not too much to do. Maybe now. But Fujino again. Needham, Park. Back in her more usual left-sided role. Lovely take and turn from Miedemar. Well, it's on target and it's comfortable for Bagley. Pattinson into Fran Kirby. Brighton looking for a threat. Now we've seen the long ranger at that end too. Awkward, even though it's a slight miss hit. That goal, it was a very windy day in fairness. Park trying to get round Pattinson out the way. Carded for it too, either for the challenge, maybe it's a build-up, maybe it was the back chat run. Cautioned, and City are getting on with it. Hasegawa. La Alexandri looked comfortable but then gave it away, and she's so grateful that Hasegawa has... Not quite. WSL goal scorers of all time involved one way and another today. Miedemar at number 1, Fran Kirby at number 3. And on the... no goals yet. Bremer. Before never turning into the traffic, Miedemar has Kasparai with her. And still Miedemar, superb. Just ran out of... Park. For Shaw, lovely touch, still going, and Park! Shaw could have pulled the trigger earlier, having done so well to... Brighton's defence just got pulled out of position. Lauren Hemp have that, even if in theory that might have been a better route to goal. Just for Greenwood, whose touch was in there first. Bremer still. Brunner take it down, that's a penalty, isn't it? Apparently. Risky challenge from La Alexandri. Alex Green was a little unlucky there, because she did win the ball. Suddenly, we've only got 2 minutes of it left. Standout double opportunity coming end. Meanwhile, Brighton looking to take the lead as Bremer into Kirby. Who's a better finisher than that. Seike. And it's chance again, Kirby. Is Greenwood. Into Lauren Hemp. And look at Kasparai go. Hemp saw her go. Kasparai into Shaw. That is a... The craft of... And then the deadly touch of you-know-who, Bunny Shaw. 0 right at the end of the first half. Look at Kasparai go here, and the weight of pass was perfect. Both indeed to her from Hemp in the first place. Just Shaw provided. Told you it was never going to... chances, and they just had one, hadn't they? But Best chances of this half coming right at the... Once upon a time. Vivianne Miedema gets this second half going. Playing their way out. The game's only goal. He's going to have to try and win it back, though, there, having given it away. That's okay. Away from Kirby. Miedema. Hasegawa. Good ball. Drilled it. Oh. Angle like that. See what happens. Kasparai. No one's at the far post. Losada under extreme pressure. It's going to fall here for Lauren Hemp, and that's never mind a player of her calibre. Determined to play their way out pretty much every time, but Miedema and co know that. Even if that pass had gone back to Gooder, but that press on Losada, who is cool on the ball and needs to be, especially with Miedema around. And Miedema's got it now, and Shaw's got it. That's a super block. Behind her, I suspect Kadabali would have got the block in as well if needed. The young Arsenal loanee. No joy for Kiko Seike today. Hasegawa under pressure from Agumang. Layoff from Nikita Parrish, just slightly off point. Jess Park in that, the terrible knee injury to Jill Roord, who is hoping for her first game in 8 months today. Jill Roord back on the City bench. This is a risky game they play. Will they get caught out this time? Hemp. Got Torres Dottir one-on-one. It's turned into a decent cross, that for Fujino, and Bunny Shaw missed. Might have been a standing foot, you know. Miedema. Shaw. And Miedema. It's the narrowest kind of lead. Beautifully done until the pass. Torres Dottir just keeps on coming back at the moment. The Brighton clearances are not finding. Karabali and Bergs fan, Torres Dottir doing a lot of that at the moment. Hasegawa. Kirby stealing in. Hasegawa doing likewise. It's been a production line that's been well plucked. There she was into Bergs fan. He's had a pocket pick by Hemp. Fowler trying to find the room to shoot. Oh dear. Had a chance to give themselves a cushion that surely would have been enough to see the City. You squeeze like that enough times, you will win it, and you'll win it high. It's a stoppage time. Brighton find a way back in. Agumang with a challenge, and it's a foul one on Hasegawa. So they generally get given those. Be better off waiting to see if Hasegawa. For all the stars, doesn't happen very often. But so is Torres Dottir to Hemp, who skips away. And she's got options to her left. Park, Roord's there. Out, right up there and in her face. That's an excellent spread by the Brighton keeper. Just look how much goal she can act. Hemp, after Park, did so well. Lauren Hemp, is this the moment? No. Simons wanted a free kick for the challenge. Looked like a fair enough one to me. 2 minutes and stoppage time to go. Here's Fujino. Keep an eye on that for, well, probably 5 minutes or so, you'd think, left here. All in. The one she tends to turn in, actually. Almost old-fashioned in that regard. Hasegawa clipping it off target. They're still not. Still impressive things. Front foot against Everton. Legs being able to run. They have got one more change. They really needed to do it. Clearly, he'd rather keep a player of her composure on the field. He'd probably have accepted it if you'd said he'll have a draw against Arsenal. Roard trying to set Hemp on her way towards the corner flag again, and Hasegawa likewise. That's really clever. Job done. Home win. More comfortable than it was. As it turned out, they only needed one just before half-time. It was a hard-working game in which Hasegawa starred.